Long ago, when the Ottomans had control of Jerusalem, the Arabs, Christians, and the small population of Jews lived in peace.
Peace be upon you, my friend.
Thank you, brother. Peace.
Peace. I love you
Peace
all.
for you too.
Then the idea of Zionism came around for the Jewish. It was the idea that the Jews needed its own nation.
The Jewish saw the Middle East as their best hope of establishing a homeland, so many moved towards modern-day Israel. Next, World War I came around, and the Ottoman Empire collapsed, leading to the British and French to partition the land.
This then led to the British Mandate of Palestine. The British opened their border to the Jews, causing many Jews to move in.
Tension grew between the Arabs and the Jews, leading them to create acts of violence against each other.
What are you doing? You see this ring around this tree? This is my land. Get out!
The Holocaust led Jews to flee Europe and go to British Palestine. However, they wanted a Jewish state because they only had communities. It felt more of a call of Zionism.
Aldina, come with me to Israel.
Yes, I feel the call of Zionism. Let's go.
In 1947, violence grew and more Jews arrived, so the United Nations made a plan to split Palestine, creating a Jewish state and an Arab state, basically Israel and Palestine respectively. Jerusalem would also be considered an international zone for Christians, Jews, and Muslims. This led to the British withdrawal from the area.
1948 through 1949 Arab-Israeli War was started since the Arabs saw the UN's plan as a European colonialism and as their land being stolen. They started the war in an attempt to unify Palestine for the Arabs.
Israel won the war and gained control of basically all of Palestine except the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. They also expelled Palestinians from home, creating 7 million refugees.
In 1967, the Six-Day War started between Israel and the neighboring Arab states. Israel won this war, now controlling Jerusalem and all of Palestine.
In 1960, the Palestine Liberation Organization was formed. Its main purpose was the liberation of Palestine through any means necessary. This can be through violence and armed struggle, usually aimed towards Israeli civilians.
1978 came along and so did the Camp David Accords, which made Israel give back Sinai to Egypt.
Israelis are moving into Palestine areas because of political and religious reasons, along with cheap housing. However, the Palestinians felt as if they are losing their land, and the United Nations consider this migration illegal as well.
This is unfair! You're stealing our land! Mark my words, I will get it back! I'll get it back from the Jews!
The first Intifada then happened from 1982 to 1993. It was the first Arab uprising due to the Jews moving into their land, leading to boycott and acts of violence. Hamas was created shortly after the Intifada, with their objective being Israel's destruction.
Victory for Palestine! Victory for Israel!
The Oslo Accords were then signed in 1993, giving Palestine a bit more freedom to govern themselves in certain areas and to allow Jewish settlers to hopefully and gradually move out. However, this led to revolt in both sides. One example includes Hamas doing suicide bombings to try to end the process.
Negotiations for peace have been going on for years. There's even a second Camp David summit, but there was no result from that, which led to the second Intifada from 2000 to 2005, causing many more deaths and injuries among Jews and Arabs. Nowadays, there is still conflict, but not as much as before. The most recent form of violence being the time when the U.S. Embassy moved to Jerusalem.
This is everything you need to know to get up to speed on the Israel-Palestine conflict.